till they put on top of you. Parading block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here? I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from say man. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up.
Welcome back to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Our halftime festivities behind us as we're just about set for the opening kick of the second half. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Up the middle they go. Hilton, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchises.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit. And now they're in the hurry-up. After the sack on first down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hilton. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st down, Hilton. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from 1st down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. There, Charles, you had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hilton, he'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robertson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Back to throw again. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Up the middle they go. Hilton. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 67 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. But 1st down, Hurts. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Robertson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to...
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll set up a throw. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurts
steps away.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some space here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
114 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 8 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Robertson, finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game. Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it again with Barkley. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 142 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results,
They've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They're going to look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Robertson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Sullivan. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. Back to throw here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance.
Petty don't matter. Far as the teller-tatter, I pray to God they rattle-tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been in prison. No more remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work the plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. Say, what you talking that funky, get about my face, wearing that monkey. We didn't, not that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster than a call NASCAR. My solo, no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. Say, what you talking that funky, get about my face, wearing that monkey. We didn't, not that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone, I get it going Donkey Kong. They got the on George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles.
Today.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Murray. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. This defense for the Pats, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. This is taken at the 23. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Hunter Henry brings it in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete into the hands of Myers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, they just continue to march the ball down the field here through the air, Charles. He is now 6 of 6 throwing the football.
And it would help the defense if he was just throwing it to one guy because you could, marshal some forces over there. But the way he's spreading it around, he's hitting them at all angles right now, making it very, very difficult.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Pats are set up now with a 1st and goal. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. 2nd down and goal. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Sky Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Pats will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers from 3 yards out.
And the Patriots lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point safely through, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Second down and 8. A first carry for Rachaad White.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it?
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 39 yards there, a big one.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Chase Claypool.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
They run straight ahead here with White. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Murray. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Hurts throw there, hauled in by Claypool.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal.
they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Murray. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. But 1st down, Hurts. Open man right side, Myers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Patriots. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots just continue to roll.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds in closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. To try again after the sack. Murray, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Murray now to throw. Johnson's got it complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona 1st. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
His kick is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jalen Hurts in the offense heading back out. He's been utterly remarkable in this first half. 5 touchdown passes already. This could be a record-breaking performance as he'll start again on 1st down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Touchdown!
Chase Claypool
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Patriots have taken a 5-touchdown lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ed Oliver in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. The former Buckeye, Justin Fields, with a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucks locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Josh Allen, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Finding room at midfield.
And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.